Welcome csc102 W1 for Summer D 2020. This is WD00. It's a little practice exercise, and this is the Google Docs version. So I do have a video for the Word version, so this is going to be for Google Docs if you happen to be using that for this summer semester. And what you're going to want to do first is, in my Warren, come to coursework, and this is going to be under Unit 2 for this semester, and this is the exercise. So I'm going to click here and go into the exercise, and there's going to be some instructions here, and this is the file you're going to download. And what I'm going to do before I download it, now I'm on a Mac right now, so wherever you do this, if you're on a Chromebook or anything like that, it doesn't matter where you do this, but on a Mac, what I'm going to do right now is just go into my documents, and I'm just going to make a new folder, and I'm just going to call it csc102 W1, and I'm going to put SD for Summer D, and just making an empty folder. Now inside there, I'm going to make a couple folders. I could just go over here and right click and make a new folder, and I'm going to call one Docs. And again, this is Google stuff. That's why we're not calling them Word. I'll make another folder. I'll call it Sheets. That's going to be our Google Excel. I'll make another one and I'll call it Slides. That'll be our Google PowerPoint. And then I'll make another one just called Notes. And I'm even going to put an underscore in front of it, so I think that makes it go first in the list. So I'll make that Notes, and also it looks a little bit different. It doesn't look like software, and any notes that I download I can put there. And remember, your notes are going to be under Documents and Resources. So if you go to Documents and Resources, I'm not even sure if I have it posted yet, but if you go to Unit 2, here's the notes. Now this isn't the notes for Google Docs yet, but there will be updated notes here. So these are older notes, but you can go here and download these, or you could just look at them if you need to just look at them. They're in PDF format. So anyway, I'm going to go back to coursework and go back to where I was. And again, it's Unit 2, and I have to click on the link to get in here. And now that I have those folders, I'm going to download this. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to do Save Link As. And I'll go to where that is. It was under Documents, and here's that folder that I was working in, and I'm going to put this in Docs because it's going to be Google Docs, and I'll save it. Now that's all saved local. Now right now it's trying to open it up in Word, but I don't want to work in Word right now, so I'm going to quit out of that. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go back and find my folder. This is the folder right here, and then I'm going to open up my Google Drive. So I'm going to go here, make a new tab, and look for my Google Drive. Here's my Google Drive, and I'm just going to drag that folder up here. So I'll just click here so I could see it, and I'll just drag this folder and basically upload it. And there it is. So I'm just going to double click on it, and I'm going to go into my Docs. Don't worry about this thing. I'm going to go into my Docs, and there's the file that I had downloaded, and I'm going to double click on it, and I'm going to say open up with Google Docs. And there it is. Now it's going to look a little different because in Google Docs it's going to lose all the leaders, the tab leaders. It's going to look a little bit different, but don't worry about that right now. And I'm also going to say File, Save as Google Docs. And when I do that, I'm going to change my name here, and I'm going to put my last name, first initial, and you would put yours in place of that. And I could close this up. And all that I need you to do here, this is a very simple practice kind of exercise, just getting used to doing this. You're just going to highlight this thing and just change the color of it. I don't care if you make it purple, whatever you want. I'll make it purple. And that's it. I got it there. And that's all you have to do now in Google Docs. You don't have to save it because it's going to be saved. Now, typically what we do when we're working in Word, you're going to download this and upload this and do all that. But since you're working in Docs, you don't have to do that. What you can do is you could go to Share, and just make sure that nothing's restricted, that you can share with everybody. So I'm going to change this to anyone with a link and make sure that anyone with a link can open it. So here's my link now. It's just going to be viewer, so that's fine. So anyone with the link can view this. So I'm going to, and that's going to be me because you're going to send this to me. So I'm going to copy the link and then just hit done. And you might say, well, what am I going to do with that link? Well, you're going to go back to my Warren, and this is where you'd normally upload a file, and you could upload the file if you want to. If you've ever done that process, it's a long process, but all that you have to do if you have a shared link for Google Docs is just go here to add comment and go in here and open up this box for comment. Don't paste it right away. Your first instinct will be just paste it right here. Actually, go here where this link is and then paste it here where it says URL, and paste it in there, and then make sure you target a new window so that when I click on it, it opens up in a new tab. And just hit OK, and just hit save, and that should be it. And when I click on it, I'll click on it like this, and I should see that you open it up, and I should see that it was opened by you, and you changed the color up here to something, and I should see your name up here, and I'll know that you did it. So that's the way you have to share it for using Google Docs. So that's all you have to do. So as long as I have that link there, don't worry about upload. If the due date passes, it's going to give you a 0, but just ignore that because I'll change it. As long as I see your link here, I'll make sure that I give you credit for that. So don't worry about that. So that's all you have to do if you're going to be using Google Docs for this exercise and using Google Docs for this semester, and Sheets and Slides as well. So that's just the first practice exercise. It's real easy. It's just a practice, just to get used to downloading files and uploading files, or in your case, if you're using Google Docs, sharing a link with me. So that's all you have to do. So we're just doing that first so you don't run into any problems with your first assignment. So that's all you have to do for your very first assignment using Word or Google Docs.